Hello, brothers and sisters. It's a new week. We are very happy to bring our show to you again. Speak of Africa. There's a whole lot of news breaking out. But before we go to the news, we want to say thank you to all our subscribers. Without you, we have no subscribers. In fact, the number of subscribers is almost getting to 40,000. We thank you because every week we notice that more and more people are subscribing to the show. Thank you for the confidence you've placed in us. If this is the first time you're watching Speak of Africa, please, I encourage you to subscribe. Click on the button and subscribe. Okay? When you subscribe, you receive the show every week when we upload a new video. Okay? So do that. Then for those who are supporting this show as business people, we also thank you very much. I'm a business person and I encourage other people to be business people because America is the citadel of capitalism. I encourage a lot of Africans who are in America to own their own businesses. We're exploring a lot of opportunities in healthcare. Now we're getting a lot of people to train in family health. People who want to train in healthcare dealing with residential services, okay? Home care services, home health services. So if you are a nurse or you are a caregiver, we're providing a lot of opportunities because we've signed some contracts with hospitals. The hospitals are already giving us patients. So now we're training a lot of nurses to take over and service these patients. In fact, every month, hospitals give us so far around 30 patients. So the number will grow bigger once we get more nurses to work with us. So we're doing a lot of training this month. The month of May is a month of training. Our company is called Dynamic Nursing Care Services. Dynamic Nursing Care Services. We've already built the website for this business and we're encouraging a lot of our people. If you are a registered nurse, a nurse practitioner, you need to talk to us. We'll help you. We'll give the jobs to you. Instead of even paying you with a W-2, we'll pay you with a 1099 so that we'll show you how to own your own business and reduce the income that you pay to the government every year in the form of taxes. Okay? So we have a lot of tax reduction strategies. We're going to tell you how to set things up, set up your accounting system so that you end up paying a lot less taxes to the government. So we have this. Then we even have a service for home infusion therapy. So if you're a nurse and you are experienced in home infusion therapy, you are in the right place. We also need you because we're going to be sending you to go to homes to perform home infusion therapy. So we are encouraging you to apply. We're sharing our website with you. So you can call my phone number, 240-350-1131, and I'll give you all the information that you need to participate. To change Africa, my focus has to be on Africans who are in America. I want to help you to get into better paying jobs, to get into better business opportunities, so that you can take care of your family. Then there will be a ripple effect. Whatever I do for you will be compounded when you start helping other people. So that's just the way the whole thing would boomerang. Boom. It hits. Okay? So that's it. You see the business. Dynamic Nursing Care Services. That's the business. The website, we can show you some pictures from the website we're building. We're going to be doing a lot of search engine optimization. Okay? This is big news because we want to really help our people. It doesn't matter where you are in the US. We can help you to start your own healthcare business. Residential Service Agency, RSA, level 3, and that's what we have in Maryland. We are also talking to some people who want to set up businesses in Washington, D.C. We are going to help them. They are talking to us already. We'll help them get offices. We are also in real estate, so it makes it easy for us to help you. Then besides, take part in afrizi.com, which is the website we built to share news with you, with other Africans. Take part in afrizi.com. Then we have theafricannation.com, which is another news website. We bring the show to you once a week, but we have other things going on I want you to take advantage of all of this. This week, there's a whole lot happening in Africa, but the major story is the coronation of Prince Charles. Prince Charles has become a king. After the death of Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Charles has finally become the King of England. Okay? So now, as a king, he has to maintain dominion over the Commonwealth. And you could see a lot of African slaves coming to Britain, the UK, to pay homage to the king. Among these, you see even a quadriplegic like the president of Gabon, Ali Bongo. He cannot walk, but he was there to pay homage to the king. He comes from a French colony, because Gabon is still a French colony. You may call it an independent country. I don't believe it's an independent country. It's still a French colony. So he is the caretaker of the French plantation. But why is he going to the United Kingdom to participate in this coronation? Because he wants Britain to help him. So he's looking for assistance. He's buying his way. He's using his oil wealth to buy his way. As much as France is not really happy about this, but there's a form of rapprochement and entente between Gabon and France, so Gabon can do this. Omar Bongo is not the only one attending this coronation ceremony. You had even the king, the last absolute monarch of Haiti from the south of Africa. He too was there. Okay, he was attending. Then presidents from other countries to Buhari. He's leaving Nigeria, but I will tell you that Buhari is leaving Nigeria with a basket of problems. A basket of problems, so many problems. Insecurity is rife, but Buhari is walking away. It's like he's kept Nigeria on autopilot. The country is ruling itself. He doesn't have to do anything. And that's the fate of Nigerians. I don't really know why they voted him. He has played tricks again. On the 29th of May, Bola Tinubu is going to take over the country. So are we going to experience the same autopilot way of running the country? Or is Bola Tinubu going to do something about it? Well, it remains for you to understand that the guy who is coming in may not be as lethargic as Muhammadu Buhari. Yet, the portrait of this president is the portrait of a gangster. That's the way most people look at him. He's a gangster. From his Chicago days, he's a gangster. He tells people that he's an accountant. So people will think that he'll be able to manage the affairs of state better. He'll be able to manage the economy better as an accountant. Because accounting is the language of business. So if he studied accounting, so he'll be able to use this language to help the country with better stewardship. But is he going to do that? How successful is he going to be? Well, a lot of Nigerians are not as hopeful, but they have a glimmer of confidence in him compared to Muhammadu Buhari. They feel that he may be able to at least do something to improve their lives. Because Mr. Buhari has not really done anything. You look, even some of the guys, he keeps arresting them, keeping them in jail. Omoyele Sowore, okay? Then, of course, Ibop leader is also in jail. They're asking him to release these people, yet he doesn't want to release them. And he's not doing anything. It's like, I'm waiting to leave. Maybe I'll go to Niger. Well, Nigerians should really learn bitter lessons. This guy is a weak guy. I don't think he's going to do anything for them. Interestingly, they voted for him. After 8 years, what has he done for you? Nothing. And I know you are really disappointed as Nigerians, right? Okay, let's hope that Bola Tinubu would at least turn things around a little bit, because there are so many problems in Nigeria. Mr. Buhari is not just traveling around like the playboy of the Western world. He's also trying to borrow money from the IMF. He's leaving in a few days, yet he wants to borrow money. First, he said they wanted to use the money to conduct a census in Nigeria. But now he said, oh, Bola Tinubu will be responsible now for the census. So why is he borrowing a whole lot of money? It's because these guys want to empty the treasury before Bola Tinubu can come in. So Buhari and his cabal, they want to empty the Nigerian treasury. So that when Bola Tinubu comes, there will be an empty treasury. He has to start from scratch. Isn't that a sad tale for Nigeria? It is. Next, we'll take it to Ambazonia. Ambazonia is a big story. You've been asking us, what has been happening? Is any negotiation happening? I think finally the activists in Ambazonia have been meeting. This week, we noticed that they were meeting in Belgium to try to strategize, come up with new approaches. They are preaching unity, and they want to take on the Republic. Because of their decision, you can already see the effects of action on the ground. People can tell you that, oh, there's peace now in Ambazonia, everything is resolved. No. It is like a dream deferred. I remember when I read a poem by Langston Hughes. Okay? What happens to a dream deferred? Does it burn like a raisin in the sun, or does it explode? In this case, it's not going to just burn like a raisin in the sun, it's going to explode. And that's what is happening in Ambazonia, it's exploding. If you don't believe me, I'm going to show you proof. One, look at the Mato massacre. A lot of soldiers from B is Bataillon d'Intervention Rapide. This is Mr. Biya's private army. This is the force he has been using to fight the war in Ambazonia principally. Even though you have some police officers, mixed gendarmes in the mix, but the primary drivers of this war are the B, Bataillon d'Intervention Rapide. We told you before, B was created by an Israeli colonel. Interestingly, this colonel died in Cameroon in an air flight. He was flying, I think, from Douala to Yaoundé. Then, because of bad weather, I think his plane went down and he died. And that's been the story. But the guys who came later to continue training B, they make a whole lot of money because Mr. Biya pays them a whole lot of money. We even showed you some pictures of one of those guys who is really running the B, the Israeli guy. He bought a lot of nice houses in Los Angeles, in California, with Cameroon money. While the average Cameroonian is suffering, he's parading in California with fanciful homes. And what about the Patriot Act? Why are Americans not looking at this guy? We're going to start talking so that America will start looking at him. So that's really what the truth is. But look at what happened in Mato. Look at the massacre. It was an ambush. The Ambazonian Restoration Forces set up and decided to ambush a lot of guys in the B brigade. So you can see pictures. A lot of them fell, and the scene was not nice. So is this a place where there is no more action? So there's action. So don't let people fool you and tell you that, oh, Mr. Biya has pacified the Ambazonian region. Everything is calm now. It's not true. We're showing you proof. Watch it and you can see the proof.
All for one.
One for all.
One for all.
All for one.
Asawana.
Wana.
Asawana.
Wana.
Asabwam.
Wam.
Isimiri.
When them come, they come, they will jump on them.
Yes, we will jam they take the AK. No be choice. Now Fako this. Now Fako this life. Shake in all day. Fako life. Yeah, so today the 1st of May 2023. The forces of Fako will be saying we celebrate 1st May with like public government. So we thank God because God know the sleep. I wait till the Almighty God will give we the forces of Fako. Yes, we thank God. So now wait till the Fako don't do am. No be so. No be so.
Not so.
The fi fight Amba. Like public fi fight Amba.
No.
Like public fi fight Amba.
No.
Shake in all day. So FM Sagat and Major General Sky una place a day. And all the commandant them. And all the commandant there, they make that waka. Una salama the day up. Yes. We talk say wait every shaking tree is a target, no be so.
Not so.
Yes. Fako don't decide and not turning back. Who no go no. They say person way white not supposed chop your soup under fan. No be so. Una place a day. Yes. They say celebrate me now where they are alive. No be so. Una place a day. Asawana.
Next, we also have more proof because this video this time will have a lot of action for you. People were saying that, oh, Fako is very pacific, it's very quiet. And that's where Sonora is. Mr. Biya will not let anything happen to this part of the world. Come on. Mr. Biya is not God. Even America with his vaunted military power. What happened in Afghanistan? America could not contain the Taliban. Eventually, America had to face up and believe that, okay, we cannot win this war. Okay? Weapons will not win this war. We have to negotiate. And that's how America, under Joe Biden, was able to leave Afghanistan. But now, look at what is happening in Fako. The Ambazonian Restoration Forces have been striking again in Fako. And we're going to share a video with you. The whole video, you see what happened when the guys struck in Fako. They struck in Fako and they harvested a lot of weapons. So is this a place that is peaceful? Somebody telling you that, oh no, Fako is so secure, Boya, and all these places, they are very secure. Nothing can happen. Come on. Only God can protect you. There's no protection. So don't let people fool you. Okay? So we're giving you two good videos where you can see action in Ambazonia. Then besides, we also feel the pains of the people who are dying every day in Ambazonia. We have Ambazonians talking in forums. You look at them singing songs of suffering. Watch the video of the songs of suffering.
I'm sure we all know this song, right? Or most of us know this song.
Most of us.
So let's sing this together.
It started like a joke and a smile. From Meme to Momo, we said no violence. Now I know not how to smile. Cause my loved ones are gone. There is no place to call home. Our homes have been burnt. I am homeless in my own life. There is no place to call my home. Homeless, homeless, homeless in my own life. Sing with me. When are we going to have it out? We are buried more than enough. Nothing heals the past like time. When are we going to have it all? If imagine how I set up. You may fool some people sometime. You gotta fool them all the time. Let's go. Homeless, one more time. Homeless, one more time. Homeless in my own land. Homeless, homeless. I am homeless in my own land. The difference between people is opportunity. You are not there because you are great. You are there by His grace. Do not treat others like second-class people.
Thank you.
Close your eyes to
It's a special performance during the All Activities Conference in Belgium, 29th of April 2023.
We have another video of songs of suffering from Willie de Paris. Of course, by now you should have known about Willie de Paris. He always sings songs of suffering. His songs really capture the tragedy in Ambazonia, the way the people are suffering. And we're bringing this message to the world so you can see and judge it for yourself.
Pikin dem ti dayo, mami dem ti dayo, papa o United Nations, just the lucky mobe. Politicians them more. They deserve the soldier that you forget their brothers. Who go hear this story? One day, Lord go hear our prayer. Sing with me. Daddy, one day, God go hear our prayer. Who no get to house them? They don't go house them, brother. Who make we just pray? God go hear our prayer.
See the way Africans punish their own people. See the way Africans kill their own people. White people are not the ones killing these people. Or I may say the white people are killing them indirectly because the French are the ones behind all the killing that's going on in Ambazonia. Because they want the resources from Ambazonia, they turn a blind eye to the massacre that is taking place in this part of the world. So France is responsible. We point the finger at France. France, France, France. Emmanuel Macron is not different. Even under his new regime, he may have those boyful looks, but he's the same neo-colonial power that is ripping Africa, looting all the resources from Africa. Okay? So that's the story in Ambazonia. Then what about La République du Cameroon? They think that militarization will succeed. That's the erroneous thinking of La République du Cameroon. Militarization will succeed. We think that militarization will fail. We don't believe it will succeed. So history is going to turn around and tell us who is correct, who is wrong. We have another video we can show you. Some of you sent this video to us. It shows the forces of Mr. Biya working on a lockdown day. Lockdown, some of those days that the guys in Ambazonia decide to lock down their territory. They don't want any activity. So soldiers from La République are carrying the Ambazonian flag and they are walking the street. Watch it. Watch the video yourself.
Fire! Sur le feu!
Thank you very much for watching a lot of the videos of Ambazonia. We care about Ambazonia and we care about freedom in Africa, which is why we're sharing all of this with you. So don't listen to the propaganda that things are peaceful. You have a lot of people working for La République telling lies that all things are peaceful now. But we get information from people on the ground. They send us these videos, they send us this information, and we share it with the world. Okay? So don't believe when they tell you that, oh, peace has returned to Ambazonia. It's a lie. What happens to a dream deferred? As Langston Hughes, the poet of Harlem, used to say, it may die like a raisin in the sun, or it may explode. In this case, it is exploding. It's not going to die like a raisin in the sun. The wish of Mr. Biya and his warmongers is that the Ambazonian dream should die. The Ambazonian dream is not dying. It shall never die. The dream is a spirit. The dream is in the minds of the people. You can kill the people with guns, but you cannot take the dream out of the people. So the dream is immaterial. So military tactics will fail, and they are failing already. So the way the Ambazonians are strategizing now, they've understood that Mr. Biya will not give them the freedom to seek peacefully. They have to fight for it, and they have to conquer territory. And that's what they're really doing now. So we'll leave Ambazonia now, and we'll take you to Congo DRC.
Do you need tax preparation services? We can help. Contact PJ Tax Service, America's only full-time income tax preparers. Like the good old doctor, we do not close our doors after April 15th. In fact, we stay open all year round in order to serve you. We're located at 11207A, Lockwood Drive, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20901. Make an appointment today with Prince Ojong, your tax expert. Call 240-350-1131 or visit us on the web at www.pjtaxservice.com.
There has been floods and mudslides. Over 250 people have died. So this is weather conditions. In addition to the problem Congo DRC is already having with the M23 and other rebel groups in the east. So the area is fraught with a lot of problems. In Mali, you have Assimi Goïta. The jihadis have been taking over territory in this country. ECOWAS is putting pressure on Assimi Goïta and his junta. So they think that they should start making preparations for a return to civilian rule. But this is not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be tough. And so they have a lot of work to do. But the major story this week and last week has to do with Sudan. A lot of people are dying. We hear a lot of children have been killed. There's a conflict between two generals. Burhan and Delgado, the two of them are fighting for power. And now the little guys are the ones paying the price. A lot of foreigners have left. In fact, the foreign powers, the big guys like Britain, France, they've already uplifted their people out of the country. The people who are left now to suffer are the poor Africans. In fact, this week, the story that really made noise, and it is just like the symbol of the death that are taking place. Aisha Abdel Majid, a beautiful actress of Sudanese descent, was killed by a stray bullet in her home. She was not outside, she was right in her home. A stray bullet killed her. So this just takes this conflict to the international community, because this is what it takes for the international community to pay attention to the suffering of Africans. When somebody who is popular and famous, like Aisha Abdel Majid, dies, it helps to really take the war to the international community so that they understand that a lot of people are dying, a lot of innocent people are dying.
Have you heard the latest healthcare news? There's been a medical programming breakthrough. Let's go to Ali and Ron for more.
Thanks, Seb. A Good Samaritan is offering Alexia HTC, a new EMR EHR, to doctors for free. Certainly, this free offer will shake things up in the medical software industry. Alexia HTC is a David pitting itself against the Goliaths, Epic, Cerner, and Meditech, which are old and cost too much money. What happens if you figure out how to build a new EMR EHR on the web for pennies on the dollar? You give it away to the suffering physicians for free.
Want to learn more about how these two powerhouse solutions will help you win more business? Schedule a demo below. In just minutes, Alexia HTC can help you access a patient record, enter an order, write a note, prescribe a medication, generate a charge, and create a super bill. Plus, Alexia Care Corporation, the vendor of the new web application, offers full customer service and training support free of charge. Who can beat that?
So from Sudan now, we'll take you to Togo. We've talked a lot about Togo, but Togo is thinking about organizing elections. Why organize elections when the dictator is going to win? Why? Togo is always organizing elections, but one person always wins those elections. Either he is Eyadema or Fure Nasingbe Eyadema. So it doesn't change anything. All the guys in the opposition are wasting their time. So they are using elections just like a way to camouflage, deceive the people, that there is the semblance of democracy. But it's not. It's a lie. The French dictate what happens in this part of the world. Even the business is dictated by the French companies. Okay? Yeah, that's what is happening in this part of the world. So don't believe when you see people going to the polls to vote, to register to vote, it's all fake. It's all dress up. Okay? It's all like a play that is staged with different acts. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5. Okay? So that's just what they are trying to do to deceive you. Then what about Uganda? Uganda too, we have a whole lot of trouble in Uganda. Uganda has a lot of trouble. And we really feel sorry for what is happening in Uganda. People are dying, and we want you to think about it. When a lot of people are dying, we don't take this lightly. We feel sorry. Last week, a lot of people were instead talking about the son of Yoweri Museveni. That was the big news. But there's a lot more problems in Uganda. A lot of people have problems because there's not going to be a peaceful transition, okay, because of the dictatorship of Yoweri Museveni. Uganda has always had problems of transition. Nobody who is in power wants to live peacefully. They always want to be dictators. I know Idi Amin made a lot of noise, but Idi Amin is not alone. Milton Obote was also a dictator. So I feel sorry for the people of Uganda because they are not really able to enjoy any kind of freedom. Okay? So we think we've come to the end of our show. But before we go, we have to remind you that we have strategies. We want to encourage you to watch this show, continue sharing the show with your friends. You're doing a very good job of sharing, but we're asking you to continue sharing because we want to take this message far and wide. Most of you are really listening to us because I realize that you always call. Sometimes you call just testing to see if the number works. Yes, the number works. I pick up the phone when anybody calls, okay? So when you call, we'll try to help you, especially like those who want to get into business, who want to get ahead. We'll share information with you. One of you guys just call us and we'll help him with immigration problems. We'll look for a lawyer to help him file his papers. So he just got his green card and was very happy. He's writing a review for us so that we can share it on the lawyer's website. So we've come to the end of our show. We have a lot of videos we want you to watch. Go to afrizi.com, but at the same time, save my phone number. Call me for business opportunities. I want to help you to get into a lot of businesses, especially the healthcare businesses we're already working on. We can help you with everything, okay? 240-350-1131. Bye-bye.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.